So, 2 days ago I went to my local blood donor centre, which is located on Ferry Road in Southport on the Gold Coast, Australia. You can donate whole blood. Another type of donation you can make is called plasma. And plasma is basically the liquid that your red blood cells and other things float around in. So they just take the plasma during a plasma donation. There's a third type of donation called platelet donation. You can go and research that one yourself later. At some point in your life, you'll probably need to receive blood from somebody. Blood can be used for all different types of purposes for people who need it. Well, what are the blood types? We've probably heard before that your blood contains red blood cells, and the red blood cells' job is to hold oxygen, and as your heart beats, your blood and your red blood cells get pushed around your body to all the different parts of your body that require oxygen and deliver oxygen. If you zoomed in on a red blood cell, you would also see that on the surface of the red blood cell is something called an antigen. And an antigen is simply a chemical key that sits on the surface of a cell that lets the cell interact with other things in your body. Now, not just cells have antigens, lots of things in your body have antigens on their surface, but the antigens of your red blood cells can be divided into these groups. There's group A, which have A-type antigens sitting on the surface of the cell. There's group B, which have B-type antigens on the surface of the cell. Group AB, which of course has group A and group B antigens. And then lastly, group O, and they don't have any antigens at all. Now, which blood type you are is important, because if you're group A and you accidentally receive group B blood, then your body, which is used to group A, has never seen group B antigens before. And so they would detect the group B antigens as a threat and want to fight that blood. So that's why after you donate blood, they always test your blood type and they make sure that it goes to the right people. Group AB is pretty cool because Group AB can receive blood from Group A and blood from Group B and blood from Group AB and blood from Group O. Of these four types here, who do you guess would have the easiest time donating their blood to people? You guessed it, Group O has the easiest time donating their blood to everybody because they don't have any antigens at all, and so their blood wouldn't get detected as a threat by anybody. Another cool thing about red blood cells is they can contain something called a rhesus protein, shortened here to RH, and red blood cells can be said to be either containing the rhesus protein, or positive, or not containing the rhesus protein, marked as negative. So you can imagine that our four blood types can also be separated by ones that have the protein and ones that don't have the protein. Out of the 8 blood types, who do you guess has the easiest time donating to other people? You guessed it, O negative can donate to everybody because they don't have any antigens to be detected as a threat, and they also don't have a rhesus protein to be detected as a threat. Human beings have 8 blood types, but different animals have more or less blood types. So dogs, for example, have at least 12 blood types. And another thing that I didn't get to mention before is that blood types are genetic. So the blood type that you have is influenced by your family. Do you know your blood type? As you can see in the far left column, O negative, as we discussed before, can donate to everybody because they don't have any antigens and they don't have the rhesus protein. Donating blood is really, really important no matter what type you are. When you donate blood, you sit in the chair and you give your blood. The whole process, including the paperwork and all that kind of stuff, took me about an hour. Afterwards, you can have unlimited food and drinks. They have milkshakes, up and go drinks, Byron Bay cookies, heaps and heaps of stuff. So what have we learned today? Well, giving blood is a fun thing you can do if you're 18 or over. You can donate whole blood every 6 weeks, or you can donate plasma every 2 weeks. We also learned about the 8 blood types, and these are named based on whether they have the A antigen or the B antigen, and also whether they have the rhesus protein or not. So that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Donate blood if you're able to. See you next time. Bye.